soy yo, Vicky, otra vez. ¿Cómo estáis todos? Muy bien, espero. Okay, so what are we going to do in today's video? So en el video de hoy vamos a mirar estas formas de hablar de time en español. So we're going to look at these different ways of talking about time in Spanish. Very often my students get mixed up between tiempo, vez and hora, because in English we only use time for all three of those things. So if we're talking about a period of time, if we're talking about what time is it, if we're talking how many times, or the last time or the first time, in English it's always time. But in Spanish, we have to use a different word depending on the context. Now, I may have done a video on this before and I couldn't remember and I didn't want to just look through. But I think it's a good idea to do new videos because sometimes, well, obviously I have a lot of new subscribers who probably haven't seen that video before. And also, I think it's always good to do things again. As you know, that's my mantra, repetir, repetir, repetir. So, we're going to look at these things. Now, don't forget any questions you have, anything you don't understand, please ask me in comments or send me a message. And if there's any particular video that you would like me to do to explain things in Spanish, about Spanish, things that you're confused with, please ask, because that might well be just what other people are wondering too. And if I do a video on it, it might help people. Okay, so now, we have these three ways of talking about time. So first of all, there's tiempo. Tiempo is a length of time, a period of time. For example, ¿cuánto tiempo has trabajado aquí? How much time or how long, if you like, have you worked here? We would not use vez or hora to ask that question. Oh, and just up at the top here, I've got that this is explained in Break the Language Barrier Level 1 on page 48. It's one of the top tips. So if you have my Break the Language Barrier Level 1, that's where you'll find the explanation of these on page 48 in one of the top tips. Remember, I have the 4 levels. As we go along, I will be explaining, because each example I will do in a different tense, you know, using different tenses. Oh, and that's something, yes, that I wanted to explain that I nearly forgot. Tiempo is also tense, not tense as in stressed, tense as in when you're talking about tenses in grammar, present tense, past tense, future tense. We use tiempo for that also, which if you think about it, it does make sense because it is a way of talking about time. So, yeah, tiempo is a length or a period of time or a tense. ¿Cuánto tiempo has trabajado aquí? How long have you worked here? And of course, that is the present perfect. When you say how long have you worked here, I'm not, you know, you may still only be on level 1 in my books, but if you've done gone through a couple of my books or done a couple of courses, has trabajado is the present perfect tense, which is explained in level 2. And don't forget, you can buy these through me, through the website, on any Amazon site. Okay, número 2. The second way of talking about time is vez or veces. So that vez is a singular, veces plural. Notice how the Z changes to a C when we make it plural. This happens with any word that ends in Z, like pez, fish, peces, fishes, it would have a C. So this is the number of times you do something. Or it can also be like the first time, the last time, the only time. So, for example, me cepillo los dientes 3 veces al día. I brush my teeth 3 times a day. That's not quite true. Twice, definitely, sometimes 3. Okay, and then of course the third way of talking about time is hora. Hora literally means hour, not time, and this is only used for clock time. For example, ¿qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? So we would never say ¿qué tiempo es? Or ¿qué vez es? It's just ¿qué hora es? Okay, so let's have a look at some examples. So if we were to say, do you have time to help me? What do you think that one would be? Try not to look at the bottom, which is the answer when you're thinking about them. Do you have time to help me? Well, that's a period of time, isn't it? A length of time. Do you have some time? So we would use tiempo. ¿Tienes tiempo para ayudarme? Yeah, tienes, do you have? The verb to have is explained in level 1 of the break the language barrier. Now, para ayudarme, notice how the me is tagged on the end there because that is an infinitive, a whole verb. Tienes tiempo para ayudarme? And direct object pronouns, which are explained in level 2 of the Break the Language Barrier books. Okay, and this is present tense. Yeah, tiempo presente. And again, present tense are in the Break the Language Barrier level 1. Okay, número 2. When was the last time you saw her? When was the last time you saw her? So the last time will be vez. So, ¿cuándo fue la última vez que la viste? And this is preterite tense. Viste, explained in level 2. All the past tenses are explained in level 2 of my Break the Language Barrier series. Cuando fue, and fue is preterite as well, la última vez, the last time, que la viste, that you saw her. Now in English, notice we don't have to put in that. We could say, when was the last time that you saw her? Or just, when was the last time you saw her? The that is optional in English, but in Spanish it's not. You have to put it in. Cuando fue la última vez que la viste? Okay, número 3. What time will we leave? So this is obviously clock time. So this is hora. Notice we put a. At what time will we leave? A qué hora saldremos? And of course, will we do anything is future tense. Salir, to leave, is irregular in the future tense. ¿A qué hora saldremos? And future tense is explained in my level 3 Break the Language Barrier book. Okay, number 4, número 4. I have visited Spain 5 times. Present perfect, when you have done something. Level 2, remember. He visitado España 5 veces. So this is the number of times I have done something. So this is vez, and it's plural because it's times, 5 times. So veces. So, he visitado España 5 veces. ¿Cuántas veces has visitado España tú? How many times have you visited Spain? Maybe you live in Spain, como yo, posible. Vives en España. Déjame saber en comentarios. I do like to get your comments, positive ones, of course. Okay, número 5. A lot of time has passed since the last time we met. So this one has got 2 different ways of talking about time in one sentence. So a lot of time is a period of time. So we're using tiempo. Mucho tiempo ha pasado. Much time has passed, or a lot of time has passed. Since the last time, so that's one time, the last time, so that's vez. Desde la última vez que quedamos. And we've got two tenses in there. Mucho tiempo ha pasado, present perfect, in the level 2 book, if you want to look it up. Also, there are videos, if you want to look at the present perfect or any of the tenses, you should be able to go on my channel and there's a search button, I think, where you can put in what you're looking for and see what comes up on my channel. Okay, mucho tiempo ha pasado desde la última vez que quedamos. So quedamos is preterite, again in the level 2 book. Much time has passed, or a lot of time has passed since the ultimate, there's a bit of Spanglish for you, since the last time we met, preterite, both in the level 2 book. Yeah? Do you understand? Anything you don't understand, please comment, because it might be just a question that somebody else is waiting for or wanting to ask. Okay, numero 6. The class is at the same time as always. So, this, of course, is clock time. So, la clase es a la misma hora como siempre. This is present tense. Present tense is explained in level 1 of the Break the Language Barrier series. The class is at the same time as always. Okay? Sorry, I was supposed to read that again in Spanish. La clase es a la misma hora como siempre. Okay, vale. And número 7. I can do 2 things at the same time. I'm a woman, I can do many things at the same time. I'm a multitasker. So, puedo hacer, I can do, dos cosas a la vez. Now, you don't actually need to put in misma. A la vez is at the same time. But if you want, you could also say a la misma vez. Puedo hacer dos cosas a la misma vez. And this, of course, is present tense. Puedo is a diphthong. Yeah, I can. That's explained in level 1 too. ¿Cuántas cosas puedes hacer tú a la vez? How many things can you do at the same time? Okay. Número 8. Oh, and this is la última. This is the last one. We all know someone like this. She always thinks that her time is more important than other people's. Siempre piensa que su tiempo es más importante que de otras personas. So this is periods of time, the time that we have available. So this will be tiempo. Siempre piensa que su tiempo es más importante que de otras personas. Okay, let's just look through them one more time before we finish. So, remember, tiempo, a length or period of time, or also a tense. ¿Cuánto tiempo has trabajado aquí, for example? Vez or veces is the number of times you do something, or the last time, or the first time, or the only time. Me cepillo los dientes 3 veces al día. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get my things mixed up. The third way of saying time, of course, is hora, and that is clock time. For example, que hora es. Now, I've dropped them all on the floor, so when I pick them up, they'll probably all be in a different order. Maybe not, but anyway, I'll try my best. So, the examples, just again quickly. Do you have time to help me? ¿Tienes tiempo para ayudarme? When was the last time you saw her? ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que la viste? What time will we leave? ¿A qué hora saldremos? Número 4. I have visited Spain 5 times. He visitado España 5 veces. Número 5. A lot of time has passed since the last time that we met or just we met. Mucho tiempo ha pasado desde la última vez que quedamos. Número 6. The class is at the same time as always. La clase es a la misma hora como siempre. Número 7. I can do 2 things at the same time. Puedo hacer 2 cosas a la misma vez or just a la vez. And number 8, the last one. She always thinks that her time is more important than other people's. Siempre piensa que su tiempo es más importante que de otras personas. Okay, I hope you understood that okay. As I say, any clarification you need, any dudas, doubts, problems, just let me know in comments and I'll try and answer your doubts. So, como siempre, muchas gracias por mirar. Many thanks for watching and subscribing if you have. Please give me a thumbs up if you found the video useful, if you want to, and please subscribe if you want to. I have 1,500, over 1,500 subscribers now, so that is great, you know, and it's nice to think, I hope people do find the videos useful, as that makes it all the worthwhile doing them. So, muchas gracias. Que tu Dios vaya contigo y como siempre te veo en el próximo video muy pronto. Gracias.